9:02 and I'm headed to church. John didn't want to come with today. That's fine. My brain is acting up. With the tune for Long Cool Woman in a Red Dress and the words Billy T. Williams in a Half Cape on repeat. No remorse. I don't know what I'm going to be doing today. Maybe working the camera, maybe working the little feed switch, maybe working the computer to tell the slides to go. Don't know. Don't know what's going to happen with that. I got a protein coffee though. Maybe the caffeine will calm the brain scramblies and get me through. And then I guess it's back home. Alrighty, it is 1:13 and my smoothie is done. It's the thickness of a milkshake. I don't get thick milkshakes very often. That's good. It's a lot easier to clean up after the single serve version. It's just the base of the blender, you know, the blades and stuff, and a mason jar. Turned out good. Church was good too. The message today, of course, being, you know, there's a lot of ick in the world. There's a lot of people who need to be stood up for, stood up to. And so many different faiths call for, you know, take care of the widow, feed the hungry, you know, equality between neighbors, that sort of thing, but what do you do to actually help with that? It's hard to know. You know, what would Mr. Rogers do? How do we go about making it a beautiful day in the neighborhood? I was really surprised. It was kind of cool this morning. It was like 68, and I think we're expecting a high of 75, which is not normal after we've been getting so close to 100 degrees. I got a little bit of videos kind of lined up where I need to get them edited and put together and all that fun stuff, and I would really like to get caught up quickly, considering that I am right on the busy edge of some health issues, and I don't know how far I'm going to get behind if I can use my hand. I'm going to be practicing editing with this finger rather than this finger, because I know that once they get that lump out, they're going to want me in a splint, and I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do or how much it's going to hurt to use these. So preparation, right? I've already been practicing on stuff. John says he's going to help me with brushing my hair, so that he doesn't want me to chop it off. Like right before my shoulder surgery, it was like, he's not a fan. He likes my long hair. So I'm like, well, kiddo, you're going to have to learn how to make a ponytail. So He volunteered. I didn't push him. I just told him I can't do it without help. And he's like, yeah, I'll help. Just don't chop it off. I kind of want to play Animal Crossing, but I think Bruce has the Switch currently. And he's not really coming out of his room right now. He's doing the teenager thing where he just wants to stay in his little bat cave. I'm going to leave him there. Give him space. If he wants mom time, he knows where I'm at. John is being social with his friends online, playing video games and stuff, so I don't want to interrupt that either. So I guess editing it is, and practicing. I think it's going to be a good litmus test of well, I've got these guitars, right? If I can play just as badly as before, I'll know I'm fine. Oh, man. Just switch to my 3-string. Use a slide. This one won't be affected. It'll be fine. Doctor, will I still be able to... Wait, will I be able to play piano after the surgery? Absolutely. Oh, awesome, because I couldn't do that right now. What? This turned out really good with the caramel syrup. Tastes like the bananas were a little green before they got frozen. Like, you know when the bananas just aren't quite ripe. That's what it tastes like. It's still good. Gotta be healthy, right? Fruit, oat milk, and sugar-free flavoring. I could have just put some vanilla in there. I didn't want to. Alright, I'm going to do some editing, and if I get tired of that, then I guess I'm going to be watching some TV. It's 8:16 in the evening, and this is my iced coffee. This is my second iced coffee today. That's fine. Also, it's dinner time. My mom made some grilled chicken on the actual grill. Yeah. I got some low sodium potato chips, some deviled egg potato salad, which is amazing, some coleslaw, both of those leftovers from whatever it was we did the other evening, and I'm sitting down. I'm probably going to watch some more Jessica Jones because that's where I was at, but I've been editing. I was editing for the 18th, which was Wednesday, when I had my appointment to, oh, and I don't know if I mentioned this yet today, but I found my brace. The brace that I got for driving up there to get my hand ultrasounded without having to rip tape off my skin. I have been having such an issue with the stretchy tape, the KT tape. It's off-brand, and the glue has been tearing up my skin. So, good thing I found this today. What was I going to say? I noticed while I was editing that when you get close to the end of that video, I look pretty freaked out. And you know what? That's fair. We are talking about on a person with roughly 1.5 hands to start with. And I am going to be down to the use of half a hand. And I am actively making plans to get the hand I use, my primary hand, the one that takes on the bulk of the work, opened up, medically goofed off with, because something is seriously wrong. And yeah, I was looking freaked out. I was looking freaked out because the house was quiet and I had time to process everything that was going on, and I was by myself for like the first time all day, and did not actively have anything happening. Like, I wasn't driving, I didn't have my kids making a ton of noise, I didn't have anyone with me, and I looked freaked out. But you know what? I am kind of in a constant state of freak out. But I'm calling Monday, right? That's my secret, Cat. I'm always freaked out. I'm calling Monday because I have not heard anything yet, and I was of the impression when they told me they were attaching stat to get me into the MRI faster that they would have called by now. So I'm going to call them. If they don't call me first, tomorrow. Try to move this along. Part of it has to do with a little more pain today than I was expecting. A little more pain yesterday. So, clearly something's up. I mean, obviously something's up. It's gotten to where there are places where it's visible. And it doesn't show good on camera, but it's there. Even today at church, a friend of mine was asking about it, and I showed on my hand, and she goes, "It looks tight." I'm like, "It feels awful." But this is how my life generally goes. Find a weird medical thing, it's a problem, get it taken care of. So I think I'll be alright. I'm gonna watch TV. Okay, 12:03, and John's still awake for some reason. I had been doing some editing where I stopped when it was time to stop and eat dinner. Watched a few episodes of Jessica Jones. It did have a little bit of trouble paying attention at one point. And at that point I just, decided to let it turn itself off and go about what I was doing. So I did not finish editing my video for the 18th. I probably will finish that up in the morning. And I'll be making a call tomorrow about getting the MRI and surgery scheduled because I don't know. I've been watching my voicemail. I've been watching for messages that they have. Nothing. And then to try to wind down, I did, I think it's like lecture number 3 and the little quiz at the end of it for that whole Hillsdale Genesis course thing. It was on Abraham and Isaac. So it was neat. I'm not sure I completely agree with what I'm hearing on this because, I know there's going to be different interpretations, but that one always sounded to me like the old guy had a mental break. That one's a messed up story. And it's hard for me to take that as implied that Abraham knew perfectly well that Isaac was going to be fine. Because I thought the whole thing was, it's like, the whole test is that he's not going to be fine. I don't know. I don't know as much about the Hebrew language as the folks making the course. But I also can't, go too far against my own critical thinking. So, weird story. And why did they teach us this story in Sunday school? I don't take my kids to the kind of congregation where you would find that. So anyway, yeah, we're starting the last week of the school year tomorrow morning. Can't be late for that. Thanks for sharing my day with me.